Hello, English 102. Welcome to week 11. Last week, you completed your annotated bibliography. So as you know, for that, you chose your topic you want to explore for the bulk of this class, which is a human rights violation you see somewhere in the world. Doesn't have to be in America, somewhere in the world. And you gathered your sources, 8 to 12. Those should all be in Noodle Tools. And those points are in Noodle Tools for you as well. And then you would have, put all of your sources in Noodle Tools, exported it into a Word doc or a Google Doc, and fleshed that out into an annotated bibliography. You submitted that to me on Friday. While I am working with scoring your annotated bibliographies, you have a really fun project to do this week. And the goal of this project, the infographic project, is to help you start thinking about your researched essay, which is the big paper for this class. So I just wanted to touch base with you and go over a few little key factors with the infographic. Let's take a look. When you open the assignment, you'll see this little graphic here that talks about the different parts of an infographic. So spend some time looking at that. You have a video on definitional structure. So you've already submitted to me your definitional thesis statement, and that feedback is coming back to you this week. If you didn't use the template, I'm going to dock you some points. I do want you to use the template in the assignment for that thesis statement. So this video is worth a little watch. Below, you get to read about what I'm looking for in this infographic. So here's the question. What is the most important information you have gathered on your topic, and what are the key components of your problem? You're going to put this into an infographic, which is a visual document that's meant to take an argument that's very big and complex, but boil it down to its most basic parts to be very consumable. Infographics are really popular on the internet. We read differently on the internet than we do when we read a book or a magazine. An infographic lends to the way that a human being scans and skims an internet document and takes in bites of info. Here's what needs to be in your infographic. First, general background of your topic, which is a human rights violation. So you're proving that it is a human rights violation. Next, I want to see that definitional thesis statement in your infographic. And then finally, you're going to spend some time defining the problem. In that thesis statement, you say this is a human rights abuse because of this issue, and this issue. I want you to flesh that out a little bit in the infographic. Give some evidence to prove that those things are happening. So it says here, 3 points to support your thesis with a minimum of 6 supporting details, so 2 per detail, from a variety of the sources from your research to support them. So you are using source material with your infographic. You need to use a minimum of 5 sources in this assignment. Of course, that final paper, you have to have 8 to 12 sources, but for this, pick your 5 best. You must cite in text in the infographic using MLA style, and you're going to need a works cited page. Many people feel comfortable just giving that works cited page in a really tiny font at the bottom of the infographic. I'm also open to accepting an additional document. At the very bottom of the assignment, you see a few options for how to make an infographic where you can go. Canva is my favorite and it's Professor Bird's favorite. So I'm just going to show you really quickly my Canva account. So I use Canva primarily to make thumbnails for these videos, but I've also made infographics for some of my classes. So I'm going to show you, this is an infographic for an English 102 class I taught over the summer. And it needs a little updating because it's a little bit different from how English 102 is right now. And that's the only reason why you don't have one, but it's worth showing you. So you're going to notice that it's very visual and it's bite-sized pieces of information. Yours is going to look different because yours is not an overview of a syllabus. Yours is an overview of an argument. But you could just kind of see what an infographic is. I gave the overview of English 102, meet your instructor, textbook, my office hours, because of course y'all know I hold office hours Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I'd love to see y'all. I list the 5 modules. You can see that we are in module 3, infographic. Here's where things are a little bit different from our class and this class, which was a summer course, how things are weighted. And then if you had this as a link, these are all hyperlinks. I'm showing you a PDF right now. But this is the idea. This is what an infographic looks like. Okay, you may also notice that originally this was due on Friday and I bumped the due date to Sunday to give you a little gift of time. If you would like to spend a little bit more time with this, it is a 100-point assignment. It's, it's kind of a big deal. I would start on it now and then you could have the weekend to create it. Hopefully by doing this infographic assignment, you'll have a good picture of how you're synthesizing your research into an actual argument paper. Okay, that's all I have for y'all this week, and I will see your lovely selves in Canvas next week. If you have any questions, let me know. Talk to you later.